On day 1, I spawned in as Nightmare Herobrine. I was the most feared being in the world, and was doing what I loved most, haunting. Ha ha ha! I'm everyone's nightmare! Fear me! However, I was interrupted, as a scary portal ripped through the sky. Groups of deadly dwellers fell through, spreading their dark powers everywhere. All the villagers began to ignore me and ran away in complete fear. What the? I'm supposed to be the scariest.
Not anymore! You are old news, Herobrine, and it's time we wipe you out so we can show this world true horror!
What? No way! I rushed in and clashed against the Overdweller. I tried to use my new nightmarish powers against him, but it didn't matter. With the one slash, the Overdweller struck me down, taking away all of my powers and strength. Ah!
Your days are over, Herobrine! Get him, man!
I looked around as all the dwellers began to close in on me. No, I can't go like this!
Herobrine, come with me if you want to live!
With no other choice, I followed after the stranger. On day 2, we were running through the forest as scary dwellers were completely destroying it all around us. I was now just a baby, meaning I couldn't even fly? This sucks! Thankfully, we were able to turn into a corner and get into cover before they could find us. Okay, who are you?
My name is Watt, and I'm a mob just like you. But soon, all of us mobs are going to be wiped out by the dwellers, and you are the only one who can stop it.
Me? But I didn't stand a chance back there. Right before he could answer, we were found. They all charged in to take us down, but before they could, the ground shook and gave out beneath us. We both looked around and saw we were surrounded by skeletons?
Wow, look who wandered into our caves.
Yeah, it's me, Herobrine, so fear me. They both looked at each other and burst into laughter.
Yeah, right. Look at you. You're so small.
And you two will be great for the bone games.
Bone games? But before we could react, we were both shot by an arrow. Yeah! Because of this, our vision faded, knocking us out. On day 3, I woke up to the sound of cheering. I looked around, only to see I was in the middle of a bone-built arena, with targets all laid out and skeletons in the stands cheering.
I love the bone games!
Yes, welcome. The show will begin shortly.
Do you know who I am? Let me go!
Ladies and gentlemen, let the games commence!
As he said this, skeletons on all ends lined up along the arena and began to shoot out at us. Hey!
Haha, that's 3 points!
I began to look for a way out, but there was clearly no escape. I turned and saw everyone in the crowd laughing at me, having a good time. No one is afraid of me anymore? No! No! I was angrier than ever, which caused me to blast out a nightmarish burst in front of me. It tore through the nearest wall and hit a skeleton.
Owie! This guy's crazy!
He ran terrified, and I felt an itch of power. Whoa, what was that?
This stupid kid ruined the arena. First to kill him wins!
On day 4, all the skeletons from before turned their targets on me and began to shoot at me at once. This only made me angrier, causing me to float. More nightmarish feelings coursed through my veins, causing me to unleash blasts all around. I spread nightmarish fire all throughout the arena, which killed a few skeletons in a single hit. The remaining skeletons looked at this damage and became terrified.
He really is Herobrine!
Because of this, I started to grow stronger. I gained 5 more hearts, grew larger, and could now unleash nightmare blasts wherever I pleased. Whoa, Does scaring people make me stronger?
Please forgive us, Sir Herobrine. We will do whatever you need from us.
See? I knew it! It looks like you can be our rightful savior!
As he said this, my vision began to turn red as I entered into a nightmare. I was in my head with a mysterious hooded figure floating over me. Who are you?
That does not matter. But I see you have begun to fulfill your destiny.
Destiny?
You must seek and scare the 6 kingdoms of the overworld. The star skeletons, pesky piglins, cryptid creepers, deadly drowned iceologists, and withered wardens. Each will make you stronger than you once were. With them led by fear, you may have a chance against the Dweller Army's takeover!
And it'll prove I'm the scariest. But where do I even start? The landscape around us began to rumble as I was teleported into a tundra with 2 piglins walking away in the distance. Let's hurry back to camp. One of the kingdoms. I need to follow them. On day 5, I chased after the piglins, and it wasn't long until I arrived at their hideout. But it was in the overworld, in the middle of a tundra. Achoo! This cold sucks! Why are they here? Just then, 2 piglins landed behind me and launched me in the center of their base. Gah!
Well, if it isn't Herobrine, what are you doing here?
I'm here for you to fear me, so bow down and join my side. I rose up once again and used my new nightmarish abilities all around, spreading fire everywhere. But the piglins loved it? Yes, heat! Heat, baby! Wow, what a nice guy.
Fear you? After what we saw, you aren't scary to us at all.
I was confused, so their leader brought me over to their nether portal, but it was completely corrupted.
Those nasty dwellers raided our home. They are by far the scariest mobs we've ever seen. Not even you can stop them. Unless...
The leader brought me over to the start of a deadly nether-themed parkour trial. In it were loads of different traps that would kill me in a single hit.
Not even our deadliest warrior can complete this course.
Okay, well I'll make it through and show you why you guys should fear me. On day 6, I started the piglin trial. It was extremely difficult, with moving platforms, deadly spikes, and even molten lava waiting for me at the bottom if I failed. Whoa! I gotta be careful. However, as I made it to the next platform, call in phase 2! Phase 2? Gas all around floated up and began to shoot out fireballs right at me. Whoa! Okay, remember who I am. I am Nightmare Herobrine. I used my nightmare abilities to break through a platform to make one of the jumps easier, and I was quickly approaching the finish line. However, before I could, a massive dweller burst into their home. It was the Mimicker. The scary dweller, it's back! Everyone around their base began to panic as it rushed through, destroying everything it could. This isn't good. I need to go. I quickly completed the parkour trial, and just as I was about to leave, please help! I turned around and saw the Mimicker had trapped a group of piglins in the corner. Hey, leave them alone! I rushed over and knocked into the Mimicker with my abilities, pushing it back. Whoa, you completed the trial?
And hurt a dweller! You really are the fearless nightmare!
On days 7 to 8, the piglins around started to fear me, causing me to upgrade. My limbs elongated. I gained 5 more hearts, and now could unleash screeches like never before. The Mimicker charged in towards me, but with my brand new screech, I launched him back, killing him instantly. I killed a dweller.
Okay, you terrify us. We'll follow your lead, but I'm warning you. Scaring the rest of the kingdoms will be much harder.
Yeah, I mean, we are only piglins after all. Ah! A monster! Great. The dwellers have something planned. We don't know what yet, but they're trying to kill every one of us mobs. From there, I looked over and saw the Mimicker had dropped a map. What can this lead to? But before I could investigate, the baby zombie from before ran up.
There you are, Herobrine, so I have something to show you.
On days 9 to 10, we all followed the baby zombie until reaching a clearing in a dark forest. The skeletons started to build up their base, and I saw at the top they had built me a mansion to live in as well.
You're home, master.
Sweet! From there, the piglins forged their own home as well, while I looked over at my new kingdom in the making. Those dwellers think they could just kill all of us? We'll show them why we are stronger and scarier.
I hope so. Those evil monsters, they took my entire family from me. I'd be surprised if I ever see them again.
I'm sorry, follower. I'll do anything I can to help. Just then, I pulled up the map and knew I had to follow it. I ventured off, and it wasn't long until I was in a large, forgotten forest. Why did this lead me here? However, as I asked this, a huge cage dropped down on top of me. What the? Swarming in from all angles were a bunch of players, all led by Steve?
Well, if it isn't Herobrine.
Let me out of here! I tried to break out of the cage, but nothing I did worked.
Don't forget, I'm this world's best builder. Now, lock him up!
Electricity zapped throughout, causing me to pass out. On days 11 to 12, I woke up and found myself in the middle of the player's base. But there weren't just players here, because there, talking with Steve, was the Overdweller. You're working with him?
There! I captured Herobrine for you as promised. Now, leave our home alone!
Actually, I think I have other plans.
As he said this, dwellers from all angles ambushed the players in the base. However, instead of killing them, they became dark, twisted versions of themselves.
No! We had a deal!
Deal's off. Don't you see? My true mission isn't just to kill Herobrine, but to make this world into something better.
Steve ran for his life, while all of his loved ones and home was being destroyed, and the Overdweller turned his attention to me. Oh no, I gotta get out of here. Nothing I did to destroy the cage is working, until it was blown up from behind. Huh? Standing there outside was a strange looking creeper.
Wait, come with me.
With that, the two of us ran for our lives, while the Overdweller was hot on our tails. On days 13 to 14, I followed after the creeper, while the large deadly dweller was destroying the forest behind us.
Almost there.
Where are we even going? However, we turned the corner, and once we did, the creeper flipped a switch, causing our path to be hidden.
Run all you want, Herobrine, but I will catch you eventually.
I looked around at our new surroundings, and in front of us was the creeper's home. Everything was empty. This is your kingdom? Where is everyone? I was supposed to gain your guys' fear.
All my family is gone. Some of the dwellers baited them out and they never made it out. But that's how I found you.
I followed the cryptid creeper, and he brought me to a creeper temple hidden away in the Forgotten Forest.
There's a way you can revive my people, and it's in there. If you do, I'm sure all of us would look up to you as our fearful leader.
Okay then, let's do this. On days 15 to 16, I entered inside the temple, but this wasn't an ordinary temple. There was a full jungle inside of it, and in the center was a large stone statue of TNT.
I'll keep watch. Break the TNT and my people will return.
I charged forward inside and was about to break the stone when a couple of strange tiki men jumped in front of me.
Whoa! This large freaky thing is trying to destroy our home! Yeah, he sucks!
Hey, this isn't your home! They rushed in though and tried to take me down. Some even came out of the trees and began to shoot at me with poison darts. Gah! Okay, that's enough! I began to float and unleash a screech like no other. This blew everyone back, and the TNT stone in the center erupted. There in its place were the rest of the cryptid creepers.
My family! You brought us back?
No, I did, and I brought you back to follow under me. Lightning began to flash all around us, and the creepers knew they had no choice.
We will follow under your command, Herobrine, sir.
Because they said this, my body began to transform once again. I grew larger in size, gained 5 more hearts, and now had the ability to shoot out lightning and fly. Yes, I'm even stronger than I was before. We were about to leave until I turned and saw the tikis from before united and made one giant tiki statue to take me down.
You will regret this, you monster!
On days 17 to 18, the large tiki rushed in, but I was now able to fly, allowing me to dodge him easily. Haha! Oh, I've missed this! I looked towards him and rained down lightning everywhere, making him surrounded by fire. Then, with a loud screech, I made Nightmare's tentacles come out from the floor, pulling them down below.
No! Cruel world! Cruel!
Please don't do that to us.
As long as you follow my command, I won't. Now, come with me. From there, I brought the creepers out of the temple and began to make our way back to the base until I noticed a group of villagers in the distance. I'm so excited! I watched over them and saw they had a drowned in a cage, bringing him with them against his will. What a perfect addition to our new village zoo! A deadly drowned! I knew I had to follow after them, so I told all the creepers where to go, but the one from before stood with me.
Please, Master Herobrine, allow me to assist you.
Okay, fine. Come on. Isn't it such a nice, peaceful day out? Yeah, I hope nothing bad happens. I lowered in front of them, stopping the villagers in their path. Yes, fear me. I'll smite you for stealing the drowned. No, not worth it. Run! Still not as scary as those dwellers, though, but... Come on. From there, the creeper blasted the drowned out of his cage, but he was extremely weak.
You're not gonna hurt me, are you?
No, only if you do what we say. Come on. From there, we brought the drowned back to my base. As we arrived, we saw the creepers were making themselves at home, building a nice TNT statue for them to reside in. I also took the time to make the weak drowned a spot to rest. And as I was looking around, my nightmarish kingdom of mobs was really starting to come together.
Thank you, but you don't understand. The rest of my people were captured.
Really? Show me where. On days 22 to 26, I followed the weak drowned until arriving at the foot of a large zoo next to a shore. There were more villagers all around, and in one of the exhibits were the rest of the deadly drowned. Another kingdom to fear. Go back to my base or else. The drowned ran in fear as I headed into the zoo.
Papa, I like this one. It looks disgusting.
Hey guys, I'm getting you out. I broke open their cage, but they didn't leave? Oh, you need to be scared? Got it. I rose up and began to blast all around them, but nothing. Are you serious? What's the matter with you guys?
We no longer have a reason to live anymore. Without our beloved Drowned King, we no longer care for life, so whatever, man.
Your leader? Of course. Where is he? They pointed over to a huge building in the center of the zoo. Okay, just stay here. I'll bring him back. I quickly began to fly around the zoo, and it wasn't long until I made it inside. And there, in a large cage in the center, was their leader. On days 27 to 29, the leader was surrounded by loads of more villagers, treating him like he was just some sort of animal. Done, stupid monkey!
I hate my life.
Hang on. I floated above him and blasted out my nightmarish abilities all around. Tentacles sprouted from the floor, and all of the villagers panicked. They all ran for their lives, leaving the two of us alone.
Who are you?
The person getting you out. I used my abilities to break open his cage, but the moment I shot them out, they reflected onto me and pushed me back.
Yeah! You can't break this cage. The only way to get me out is by finding the zoo's 3 keys that are all below the ground.
As he said this, alarms started to blare out. Okay, I'm on it. I went below the grounds, but as I did, I could tell it was much creepier down here, and something just didn't feel right. I better be quick. I searched all throughout the basements, and it wasn't long until I found 2 of the 3 keys I needed. All right, just one more to go. I saw the 3rd key at the end of the hallway and was about to collect it when, yeah! I turned to see there in the basement with me was a terrifying villager dweller. On days 30 to 32, the two of us dueled it out in the zoo's basement. The villager dweller was surprisingly fast, and I used all the abilities I learned to try and fend it off. However, even with my best efforts, it didn't matter. Nothing affected him. Yeah!
The Overtower has great plans that are already in action. You think you are a nightmare? You don't even know what one truly is.
He rushed in towards me to take me down, but his words only made me angry. I'll show you what a nightmare really is. I blasted my powers directly at him, causing the two of us to go into a vision. We were in another scary landscape, and the villager dweller was there, all alone and scared. Wait, am I in his nightmares? I can do that? In this realm, I had full control and could do whatever I wanted. Now huge, I towered over the dweller, which completely terrified him.
Leave me alone!
I crushed him in a single hit, and as I left the dream, I saw he was defeated. Whoa. With that, I grabbed the key and made it back to the leader.
Thank you, scary monster!
On days 33 to 35, I reunited the drowned with their leader.
Yes, a reason to live! Ah!
All of them were now terrified of me, causing me to upgrade. I gained 5 more hearts and felt stronger than ever. 2 more kingdoms to go. However, before we could celebrate, the ground around us began to change. Everything was transforming to black, claiming anyone who touched it. Ah! What's going on?
The Overdweller's plan is officially starting. You don't understand, Herobrine. He wants to change this world, replace us mobs with his Dweller army, and then turn every place into his dark, twisted playground.
No, we need to get out of here. However, as we left, the black shadows attached onto the drowned leader as well.
No, leader!
Go on, my people. Follow Herobrine. He may be the key to stopping all of this.
In a matter of seconds, he was taken. Now! Let's go, now! With that, we all left just in time. On days 36 to 39, I made it back to the base with the deadly drowned.
Our leader, he's gone.
Well, now I'm your leader. And if we don't stop those dwellers soon, all of us will be gone. Lightning flashed around me, causing the drowned to be scared, and they ran in fear. I looked around and had an idea. Using my flying powers, I went to get materials, and with enough, made a huge statue of their leader for them on their side of the base.
It's perfect. Thank you, Master Herobrine. Thank you.
Of course, he was a hero, and I promise we will make those dwellers pay.
And you will too!
Just then, a sword struck me from behind. Yeah! I turned around and saw Steve was there in fully decked out gear. Great, you again?
All my friends are gone, and it's because of monsters like you!
He rushed in towards me, ready to take me down. On days 40 to 44, the two of us clashed outside of the base. I rained down all my abilities I could onto Steve, using my flight and lightning to try to take him down. But his armor was far too strong, and he had gear I'd never seen before.
I will avenge my friends!
Yeah! And why are you killing me? It was those dwellers that did it!
It doesn't matter. You are all the same. You're just monsters. And when I'm through with you, I'll make sure all of you are gone.
He ran in to take me down with his axe until he was shot by a special arrow. He looked dazed and passed out.
Ah!
I turned and saw a group of ice pillagers there surrounding me. The icy illagers.
Hello, prisoner.
Prisoner? No way! I tried to make them fear me, but I was too weak from the fight. They shot me with a strange poison arrow, making me feel extremely weak. Yeah! After a large cage dropped over me, I was captured. On days 45 to 47, I was brought to a planning room in front of their pillager leader.
Herobrine.
That's right, now time to die. I tried to fly up and attack, but with the poison they gave me, I couldn't do anything. What?
That's right, Herobrine. The only way to get your precious powers back are from our cure. And if you want it, you'll do exactly as we say.
Look, I need you guys to join me. There's bigger matters at hand. The Illager ignored me though and signaled me to follow him. It wasn't long until we arrived at a cliff overlooking a huge winter battlefield. There were pillagers and illusioners everywhere, fighting each other.
I hate you, you big-nosed freak!
Hey, that's hurtful.
Why is this happening?
We are at war with the Illusioner army. We used to be one, but one day they betrayed us and stole our Ravager God. So, if you can go and bring us theirs, we will cure you.
He left, and I knew I didn't have any other choice. Okay, I need to get cured so I can force them to be on my side. Without my powers, I couldn't fly, so I had to do my best to sneak past the battlefield. And it wasn't long until I made it all the way to the Illusioner headquarters. Okay, nice. I entered inside and saw there at the end of the hallway was their Ravager. This might be easier than I thought. I went to grab it, but just then an alarm sounded. The ground began to shake, and within seconds, the entire hallway had transformed into a massive obstacle course.
Looks like we've got an intruder!
Great! On days 48 to 52, I immediately began jumping from platform to platform, while the Illusioners shot out magic my way. Whoa!
Enjoying the magic show?
Nope! I was doing everything I could to make sure I didn't fall, because if I did, I was done for. I can't lose. Not like this! Thankfully, one of their magic shots landed, hitting me to the end.
Oh, sorry.
Dude! The Illusioners all ran towards me, blasting me with fireballs, but I went over to the Ravager and broke him from his chains.
Hey, give that back!
No! You guys stole the Pillager's Ravager, so I'm taking it back.
What? We stole it? No, we didn't steal nothing. We were too busy protecting our own tower.
What are you guys talking about?
Our fort was attacked recently by something else, and I'm pretty sure it was those dumb pillagers. Come on, follow me.
On days 53 to 56, the Illusioners brought me to an area in the battlefield, and there in front of us were black void-like blocks consuming the area. Oh no, is this what attacked you?
Yes, everything here was destroyed, and we never saw who it was. The same happened to those pillagers before their Ravager got taken, so they blamed us. And that's why this whole fight began.
As he said this, though, explosions happened all around us, and the Pillagers ran in ready to attack.
They're exposed! Get them!
They all rushed in and began to fight each other. Stop! I said stop! I was able to let out a small amount of my power, which seemed to separate the two of them. We need to talk this out. But the ground around us began to shake. What's going on? In a matter of seconds, a giant goat dweller burst up from the ground in front of us. It let out a huge burp and spit up bones of a Ravager.
Oh, so that's who took our Ravager. Run!
The dweller began charging through, attacking any illager it could find, and everything was pure mayhem. I need to find the cure to this poison. Yeah! Ouch! They were all surely gonna be done for, but I looked up and saw in front of me was the cure. That's my chance. On days 57 and 59, I ran over and took the cure. Because of this, my body began to heal and feel way better as I returned to my full strength. Yes! I looked over and saw the dweller was about to kill them, so I let out lightning like never before, causing it to light up everywhere.
Whoa! He's scary!
Everyone around saw how terrifying I was, causing me to upgrade again. I grew larger, gained 5 more hearts, and can now unleash a nightmarish explosion at will. Haha! I flew down towards the goat and blasted it with an explosion, taking it down in a single hit. Yes, fear me!
You saved us! Thank you!
All of us illagers will be glad to serve you.
With that, all the illagers united with me. Perfect! Come with me. We all were heading home, but as we were, I heard noises coming from the forest.
Ah!
Huh? I went over to the voice and saw Steve was captured by the Overdweller.
You monsters will regret this! All of you will!
Oh, will we? Look around! My vision is growing! The world is being claimed!
We watched as more darkness spread, and anything it touched morphed into a dweller. This is his plan. He's turning all mobs into dwellers.
You will be next!
He left, and as much as I wanted to, I couldn't just leave Steve there.
What are you doing?
On days 60 to 63, I flew forward as the darkness was creeping up to Steve.
No! No!
However, before it could reach him, I exploded open his cage, freeing him.
What? Herobrine? You helped me.
We need to leave. Now! The two of us began to run through the forest, while darkness was spreading all around us. A tree broke down in our way, but thankfully with Steve's bow, he was able to burst through it, allowing us to escape.
Why? Why help me?
I don't know. Look, you call us monsters, and maybe we are, but maybe there could be some good in us too.
The Overdweller. He's too strong.
I know, but I'm working on a plan to put an end to him, to stop our world from being taken over. Steve nodded and wanted to join me.
Oh, and the final kingdom? I know where it is.
Sweet. Come on, let's get you settled. On days 64 to 68, Steve and I made it back to the base, where a bunch of mobs were scattered around.
Hey guys, sorry about, killing you all before.
After getting that out of the way, I had my army build him a nice place to live away from everyone, just so he could feel a bit safer.
Thanks again. Let me know when you're ready to head to those wardens.
Will do. After, I checked up on the baby zombie from before and saw he looked sad. He was overlooking the kingdom, and I could tell he felt something was missing.
Almost everyone is here for the fight. Everyone except my family. I know if they were here, they would be so proud of us. So proud of me.
You know, I bet they would be too. Just then, everything around us began to shake. The ground around began to crack in our base, and Steve ran up to me.
Brine, it's the wardens. We gotta go, quick.
I followed Steve until we were met with a very intimidating cave entrance. There was smoke everywhere and loud roars coming from inside.
What you need is in there. Good luck.
Thanks. On days 69 to 73, I navigated through the dark, twisted cave, looking for any signs of the wardens. Hello? Anyone here? I have a feeling this kingdom will be very hard to scare. I turned the corner and saw a block fall on the other side of the cave. Who's there? I crept closer until a figure started to tower over me. Turning around, I saw I was face to face with a giant withered warden. Hello, warden. Fear me. I began to float up and blast my powers everywhere around. However, it couldn't see them, and he was fire resistant. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. He sonic boomed me across the cave, bringing me down to low hearts. Gah! He ran in to take me down, and I had to think of something quick. So I blasted the roof between the two of us, causing a cave-in. However, he was trying to still tear his way through. I gotta find another way to do this. Also, where's the rest of them?
You there!
I turned and saw another zombie. Wait, more zombies?
You're going to get yourself killed! Hurry, follow me!
On days 74 to 77, I followed the zombie until reaching the end of the tunnel. Wait, I thought you zombies were dead.
Dead? No, we've been hiding. Well, actually, we've been trapped.
I noticed there was a cave-in, so I floated up and blasted into the wall, which revealed the rest of the miner zombies.
Oh, sweet freedom!
I have one of your kids back at my base. He thought you guys were gone.
Well, we are, thanks to you. And because of it, we are willing to help you.
I followed one of them, making sure we avoided any warden we could. And it wasn't long until we reached a separate skulk cavern in the cave with an ancient city and 3 bells spread throughout.
So you're trying to scare the Wither Wardens, huh? Well, in order to do that, you'll probably need all of them in one place at once. Ring all 3 of these bells, and they will come racing in here.
But I still don't know how to scare them.
Well, you better figure it out fast. Ring the other two before it's too late. Good luck!
On days 78 to 80, from the one bell ring, a group of wardens began to spawn. Oh, great! They began to blast out sonic booms my way as I flew towards the second bell. Thankfully, I was able to ring it, but was hit down right after. Gah! What am I gonna do? How am I gonna scare them? Another group spawned though, and the final bell was waiting. I need all of them to be afraid. I need the whole kingdom by my side. As I raced to the final bell, sonic booms were flying in all directions around me. However, I was thankfully able to ring it, causing all of the withered wardens to spawn through the city. Okay, now what? I turned and saw a couple were racing my way, and I had to think of something quick.
You're not just Herobrine. You are Nightmare Herobrine!
Wait, if they can't see me here, maybe they can sense me somewhere else. The wardens were all rushing my way, but I began to dig deep into my powers. I had never used my powers like this before, and my hearts were beginning to wither away. Come on, come on! I only had half a heart, but I was able to successfully use my power and gave all of the wardens a nightmare. On days 81 to 85, all of us were now in the nightmare realm. The wardens seemed like they could see me here and saw the dangers all around them. The dwellers, they were destroying everything around them, including their cave homes. Look around, wardens. This will be your reality soon if you don't join my side and follow my lead. I grew large in size and wiped out the dwellers one by one. Because of this, the wardens understood how strong I could become, and they were afraid. I began to feel power like no other, as the final kingdom officially joined my side. I grew in size one final time, gained 5 more hearts, and was now the complete rageful Nightmare Herobrine. Ha ha ha! Yes, I will be feared! On days 86 to 90, I led the wardens and zombies back towards my base, but ran into a corrupted edge of the forest. What happened here? I told the others where my base was and split off to investigate the corruption. As I got closer, I found a dark valley covered in pools of pure darkness. And in the center was the Overdweller, standing over other mobs?
My reign of terror is nigh! I will be the most feared monster this world has ever seen! And everyone will only know the power of the dwellers!
As he said this, dark energy began to violently swirl around them. They were frozen in fear, and the darkness consumed them whole. All that was left there were dwellers. No, he's gotten stronger. I have to get back and unite the kingdoms before it's too late. Unfortunately, one of the new dwellers heard me and snapped towards me.
There's no point in hiding, Herobrine. I can sense your fear. This world is now mine, and your pitiful attempt at a mob kingdom cannot escape my darkness of fear.
Before I could say anything, the dweller charged in to attack me. Oh no! I ran for my life through the corrupted forest, but just as the dweller's darkness closed in on me, I suddenly dropped underground. Ah!
Thank goodness my redstone skills haven't gotten rusty.
Yeah, thanks. We need to get back and warn the others. On days 91 to 94, I quickly made my way back to my base and saw the others were able to make it safely there as well. Nice. I built a new home for the wardens with plenty of skulk for them to feel comfortable. There you guys go. I hope you guys like it. I think that means yes.
My family!
I looked over to see that Rot had reunited with all of the minor zombies I'd found.
Oh, I miss you guys so much! I thought you were dead!
Well, we're all dead, little one. But we're okay. And look at you. You befriended Nightmare Herobrine. We're so proud of you.
Looking around at all of the mobs joining as one really made me see how special our world was. The dwellers want to take this away, and we can't let them.
Ready to unite the kingdoms?
Yes, I am. It's been a long time coming. I gathered everyone around and stood in the center of all 6 mob kingdoms. Everyone was surrounding me, looking up to me as their fearful leader. Because of this, nightmare energy surrounded me once again. With the fear of all the monsters, I floated above all of them. Lightning began to strike all around as essence flowed throughout. In a matter of seconds, I became the unstoppable Nightmare Herobrine.
We may actually stand a chance!
Yes! Now let's go show those dwellers who's boss. On days 95 to 99, my united mob kingdom and I made our way to a corrupted plains that was overrun with dwellers. The overdwellers stood in the center, spreading darkness to corrupt the rest of the world.
Well, look who came crawling back! Are you here to surrender and hand over this pitiful world to me?
Not a chance! Your days of terror are over! The only one who can haunt this world is me!
We will see about that!
On my command, my army charged forward and clashed with the dwellers. The skeletons took down some with their arrows, while the wardens annihilated them with their sonic booms. It was definitely a tough battle though. Even with all of us united, the dwellers were naturally stronger than us. But with our combined strength as one monster kingdom, we were pushing the dweller army back. Yes! Just as I got my hopes up, I was blasted to the side. Ah! Looking up, I saw the overdweller sending out more darkness, threatening to turn my army into his own.
You all have lost! My power is full, and I will use it to transform this entire world at once!
Herobrine, only you can stop him. We'll take care of the rest.
I'm on it! On day 100, I stood face to face with the overdweller. Stop this now! It's over! You lost!
You might have united the mob kingdoms, but it does not matter. I will make them my own, and this world will fear only me. No one stands a chance against the dwellers.
He began to shoot deadly blasts at me, but I dodged around them. I had gotten much stronger and retaliated with my own nightmarish hits. Unfortunately, he was still too strong, and my attacks barely did a thing. Yeah!
Herobrine, use all your strengths!
That's right, I'm a nightmare! I challenged my nightmare abilities, which transported me and the overdweller into the nightmare realm.
What is this place?
Your worst fear! I floated up and began to attack the overdweller with all my nightmare abilities. I was now way stronger than I was before and overwhelmed the large dweller with ease. Ha ha ha! Take this!
No!
Yes, I did it! With the overdweller and all of his army gone, the nightmare realm faded, and I was now once again the most feared being in the world.